Big Z Reviews. Glass is the third movie in a surprise trilogy from M. Night Shyamalan, and I was really looking forward to it. I love the original Unbreakable, and I really enjoyed Split, and I was looking forward to maybe a climax and actually have some big actual superhero moments in this film. And I liked a lot of this movie. While I was watching it, I loved a lot of it. But then a movie like this can kind of really be let down by the end, and that's what happened for me.
A lot of people are going to die.
Don't do this.
Are you ready?
What do we call you, sir?
First name, Mr. Last name, Glass.
So if you haven't seen the other movies, this kind of world is like a superhero world where it's more in real life, more realistic and down to earth superheroes. And in the first one, Unbreakable, this Bruce Willis, or as David Dunn, finds out that he's invulnerable to damage, but his only weakness is water. And he's found out because Samuel L. Jackson is causing all these horrible terrorist attacks to try to find one person that's the opposite of him. He plays Elijah Price. He's called Mr. Glass, and has a brittle bone disease, but he's a genius, and he's trying to find he gets the arch-villain to a hero, and that's the whole big thing in that film, the twist at the end. And in last movie Split, it's that James McAvoy plays a person with DID, and he is the Horde, and all these voices, and one of them is the Beast, and that is a superhuman villain, that likes to kill innocent women that didn't feel the pain in their lives, he is the hero for the broken. And that in that one, Anya Taylor-Joy was one that was able to escape the Beast, and that he's kind of on the run now. And this one, Bruce Willis, he is looking for the Horde, and I really like these scenes because he's with his son, Spencer Treat Clark, and it very reminds me of something Batman or something where they have the guy at the desk, and he's helping him figure stuff out, and he's on patrol, and he's even take care of some bad guys that do something stupid, that doing Superman punching random people, and he takes them out. And I really like these scenes with him as the overseer, and I love the beginning of this movie. And then they have a fight with the Beast, and it's interrupted by cops. And then for the massive part of the movie, they're kind of stuck in an insane asylum, and it gets really slow, and it's not the movie I wanted to see. The whole movie is shot really well. He's always I'm Night Shyamalan's camera work. Maybe there might be a low overuse of the perspective shots in this, but as a whole, it's really good. And I liked all the characters, all the actors. I mean, even the person that caused a lot of problems in the movie, Sarah Paulson as the psychiatrist. I liked her, but it's just what they did with it is just the whole idea of people being locked in a state asylum while some evil people try to convince them that they're crazy, when the viewer knows they're not crazy. It's just, I find it overused, and I find it annoying. It's if this is the first movie and we didn't know that they actually were superhuman, it'd be different. But we know they're superhuman. So when they have an hour of the film just with this girl trying well, what if this? What if that? What if that? What if this? And it gets frustrating, and it's I don't see the point of doing it. It's annoying, and so much of the movie is this that it's funny. Even while I was watching it, I was okay, I still kind of like this, but I was waiting for something to happen, and I think if it did had a better climax at the end, I think I wouldn't have minded a lot of that stuff. but things they do towards the end, I hated. I won't fully spoil it, but towards the end, it's just there's stuff happens that's just so anticlimactic. Like you think, like some of the stuff is really cool, and you're good to get, some of the scenes from all the scenes from the trailer. It's kind of funny. The trailer did not really displayed this film as almost like a superhero film, and it is not that. But like those scenes are all towards it, and like there's some cool scenes, but then there's the twist comes, and of course, it's M. Night Shyamalan movie is gonna be a twist, but this twist, it's not set up at all. Like in fact, like looking back at it, I thought that maybe the twist was going somewhere else, because I felt like the psychologist kept giving them like, we only have 3 days to try to convince you that you're not heroes. Then it's like it felt artificial. It felt like almost like she was trying to get them to break out and do something crazy. And the way they go with it doesn't make sense for how she behaved. Like some of the stuff does, and other stuff is just kind of stupid. Like and the things that happen with the end is just like, huh? Again, looking back at it, like there's no setup for it. Like watching it again, I don't think you'd learn anything new. Like there's no hints at what this may be, and then the actual thing it's like it just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Like it's goofy, and I don't get it, and it's so anticlimactic. Things that happen to these characters that it's such a letdown if you're a fan of the other movies. And if you like these, it just what they do is just, I don't know. It's a real letdown. I really feel like M. Night fumbled the ball like right before the end zone, kinda. But at the same time, other parts of the movie I think were goofy too. But I think if it had been a better ending, I wouldn't have minded. But then what he does with it kind of brings down the whole movie for me. Where, because he said while I was watching it, I was like, I was really into it. And I was like, I don't know why a lot of people don't like this movie. And then it got to the end, and I'm like, oh, that's why. I get it. Yeah, I agree with them. I kind of hate this. And it's frustrating. Because a lot of stuff is, like, it's filmed well, it's acted well. I like a lot of it. But then things it does is just goofy. And then there's like a twist, and there's like a side twist at the very end. And it's like, well, I don't care. Why should I care about that? I don't care anymore. And so like, it's setting up that you may possibly have future movies in this world. And it's like, I don't really care because of things that happened with other characters. I don't care. And I don't know, like, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, it was interesting, but it was really let down by the end. But thanks for watching. Check out the replay from my head and subscribe to me in that video over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.